And speaking of Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, please welcome Mr. John Barry. Come on up, John. John.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
It helps if you plug it in first. Evidently, there you go. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work at the airport.
No, not at all.
It's good to have you here, John. You're a regular, familiar face at Mesa Morning Live.
Sorry about that.
And let's let some of the people that don't know you or people at home, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally?
Safford, Arizona. A long time ago, before Safford was actually a town.
Safford is east of us.
Southeast, yes.
I knew that.
Roughly.
I have no idea. Couldn't find it on a map if you paid me.
That's too bad. I only lived there 6 months. Then I moved to Phoenix and brought my parents with me, and been in Phoenix ever since.
He's always been a go-getter. Well, tell us, what's a little known fact about you, John, that a lot of people don't or probably shouldn't know?
Well, I think probably the most little known fact is, you know John Paul Jones, right?
John Paul Jones?
Yeah, the father of the U.S. Navy.
Oh, of course. We all knew that.
Yeah. Do you know who the second father of the U.S. Navy was?
Popeye.
Close.
No,
Close.
I think I was supposed to ask you the questions. Works better if the dumb guy asks the smart guy question. Who's the second father of the Navy?
Commodore John Barry, of which I'm a descendant. Oh. And Commodore John Barry was a descendant of Sir Charles Barry, who is the architect for the London House of Parliament, next to Big Ben. I didn't do it, he did. We had Mormon relatives that did our ancestry back to the 1400s, so that's how I know that stuff.
Wow.
I wasn't there.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
The only Commodore I knew was Lionel Richie. He was a brick house, as I recall. Well, you know what? I know that not only are you the big shot, the big cheese at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, one of the big cheese. You're a small cheese at the airport, but you're also a very talented artist, and you have tabletops here, John Barry Art.
Yeah, that's just a side passion of mine.
John flashing the camera.
No, I've been doing art since early 60s, and a lot of that before a lot of you were born, which is nice to know. That's why if you go to my website, you'll see a bunch of strange sketches that I did while I was in the military, and on a calendar that Sally likes to display in her office. And so, yeah, it's fun. It just keeps my hands busy. I'm getting ready to retire next December, so.
Oh, good for you.
Just starting to get back into it.
That's awesome. Well, let's cut to why you're here. What's going on out at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport that we ought to know about? In a very short amount of time.
Oh, okay. There's a lot going on. If you've read the media and everything, we're looking at 1.4 million passengers this year. That's from 37,000 in 2007. So significant growth. We've just completed the addition of 30,000 square feet on our passenger terminal, which gives us a new dual baggage claim system. So hopefully that'll expedite your baggage delivery when you arrive at the airport. We're reconfiguring the ticket counter area and the TSA checkpoint area at present. And those projects should be completed probably TSA checkpoint in sometime later this month. And then the ticket counter area, we're going from 6 counters to 14 counters, meaning 28 ticketing positions for our airline customers. So that should be a good addition for us.
Wow. So from 37,000 customers to 1.4 million. Very impressive. How many people work at the airport?
Airport staff alone is 109, but on airport property, we have roughly 1,400 and change.
Wow.
So,
That's, by the way, a little trivia. Do you know how many people work at the Sky Harbor Airport?
rough.
About half of them. Those of you watching that are employees of Sky Harbor, I apologize. You're in the good half.
Mark, they're one of our board members.
I know, they're one of your partners, I know. That was me, not John, that said that. What's the current flight schedule for November at Phoenix Mesa Gateway?
Oh, November is 411 flights this month.
Wow.
That's roughly 13.7 a day. And that is compared to 269 in November of 2011. So 53% increase in flight activity.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. What are the new projects that are coming out to Gateway?
We've got one very exciting project that is out of the ground, 200,000 square feet, the Able Engineering Project. What's exciting about that is they're going to bring 300 to 400 employees with them when they open in February. So they're moving from Phoenix, and they've just outgrown their space, plus they're not on airport property in Phoenix, and coming to Gateway will allow them direct what we call AOA, Airport Operations Area Access, that will allow their customers to fly directly in, park at their facility, get their planes worked on. And I asked Lee Benson, the CEO at Able, I said, what do you think the estimated increase in revenue might be for your relocation? And he said it was unlimited.
Wow.
So they are very successful. It's a maintenance, repair, and overall facility. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, just as an unsolicited comment from your host, if you've, not only is the economic impact of the East Valley unbelievable, what you guys are doing out there, but if you've not flown out of Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport, do yourselves a favor and fly out of there. So much easier to get to, especially if you live out in this part of the world. And as you can see, there's no parking garages stacked on top of each other. It's one level parking, you're in, you're out, and you're on your way. So
Frontier starts Denver service next Thursday, the same day as Aviation Fascination. Spirit started Chicago service, O'Hare service yesterday, and those are both daily flights. And then the exciting thing, Allegiant starts Honolulu in February.
wow,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah, that'd be nice.
And that is genius, because did you see what they just legalized in Denver? A lot of people sitting home in their jammies right now watching this are going to be flying to Denver. No, good for you guys. That's awesome. And once again, thanks. Congratulations on the boom that's going on at Phoenix Mesa Gateway.
We thank you, and we thank all of you for your support. And like Mark said, if you haven't given it a try, please do. Good experience.
Very cool.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen, please welcome, thanks for stopping by, John Barrett.